So you're probably wondering what is going on with the CB. Well, I don't even know where to start really. So much has been happening over the last month, say. With the CB, with the channel, work has been absolutely crazy, hence why there's been a lack of videos. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, not at all. I love what I do, I love my job. It helps pay for these bikes to be built. That was one of the things I was actually struggling with, is actually affording to buy some of the new parts for the XJ because they're getting quite pricey. For the CB, that wasn't so much the problem, it was actually trying to work out what the problem was. So ever since we hit 10,000 subscribers and released the first ride video, I have been having so many problems with the electrics on that bike. There's lots going on with it basically. Things started happening like the speedo was lighting up and the neutral light was always on. Then for some reason the indicator light kept coming on all by itself. And I was like, what is going on with all this? Why is it doing these things? Then not long after that, it started running really, really bad. And I thought, okay, it's probably going to be the carb that's choked up or needs a clean and a flush out again, because we were having those issues as well. But no, it wasn't any of that. So yeah, the bike was running, but none of the lights or the electrics seemed to work properly. Like every time you put the indicators on, they'd blow the bulbs. Every time you put the headlight on, it'd blow. So I went and started doing some research. I started looking at options, what it could be. I changed the battery. I installed a battery eliminator kit because I know the battery I put in wasn't really suitable for the current going back into it. So I knew that needed to be replaced. But no, we still had issues. So I started checking the voltage and making sure, is the regulator rectifier okay? I put a voltmeter across that while the bike was running and it was showing me to 12 to 14 volts and it was actually going up with the revs. So this was a big flag for me, like what is going on? Why is this not working? So I soon replaced that, just hoping that was dodgy and that needed just replacing. So I replaced that, replaced a couple of the bulbs, and we had the same issue all over again. Boom, everything was just blowing. So I checked it again, still the same voltage, and I was like, well, if it's not going to be the regulator rectifier, is it going to be the alternator, the dynamo, whatever you want to call it on the bikes? So I managed to find a second-hand one on eBay that said it was working, and it was actually off a different model of bike, but I knew it'd fit the same. So I snapped that up as quick as I could and got round to changing that. It'd be an absolute shame for me to waste the B-roll of me filming all that, so I'm going to include that now. But anyway, all of that kind of came crashing down on me because it still didn't sort any of the problems on the bike. So there's me with not much electrical knowledge. My friend Rusty, as you know, who helped me actually make the wiring from scratch for this bike, he's got a lot going on in his life and I didn't want to interrupt him, so I thought I'm going to have a go myself, see what I can find, and this is what happened. But then after everything failed, I was just like, I don't know what to do. So after all these multiple fails and trial and error from myself trying to figure it all out, I kind of almost gave up on the bike, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But thankfully one of my friends, who I haven't actually seen for 10 years from school, said he'd come and have a look for me, and he came over one of the evenings, and we probably spent about 4 hours trying to work it all out. And we did kind of stumble across some big issues with the wiring where it wasn't diverting the voltage and the current in the right places, so it was going to the lights before it was going to the engine and that sort of thing. It was a lot for me to take in and kind of work out what he was on about, but it kind of made sense that we needed to do something about it. So this is where we are now with the bike. We're going to have to be making the wiring again from scratch. Now, I did think about going down the M unit route, but funds aren't really readily available for that because they are very expensive units. We're going to do it from scratch, following a wiring diagram for the bike, for the engine, for the whole 6-volt system, and go down that route. As much as I'd love to go down the M unit route, I'm going to be saving that for the XJ build, but again, I've got to save for it before I can actually go down that route, but we'll come to that a bit later on. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, that's what's coming up with the bikes. For the channel itself though, there's going to be a lot more going on than you probably expect to realise. You're probably thinking now, where am I? Where am I filming this? Well, I've actually got a studio. That's right, we're filming in a studio now. We've got proper lighting, we've got proper audio. We are able to make some new types of videos. Unboxing, reviews, gear reviews, unboxing, whatever you name it, maybe even podcast, I don't know. You let me know down below, what would you like to see? What would you like to see on this channel that is different from the builds that we can incorporate, into this community? Because there is so much we can do and I'm happy to have a go and make it. So yeah, we are able to kind of like make whatever we want in this space, and I'm going to leave it down to you guys to let me know what you would like to see happen. But not only that, we do have some more exciting news. I am in the process of setting a Patreon up where you are able to get exclusive Cafe Club merchandise, products. I've even gone as far as making workshop banners. So that's going to be happening really soon. I've tried to keep it as fair as possible. I've tried to keep it so you guys get some really cool stuff, and the support and help from you guys would be absolutely awesome. So as soon as that's rolled out and we set it up properly, I'll be making a video on that, so stay tuned for that too. So another thing I wanted to cover is the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. It's literally just passed a few days ago. I wasn't able to ride the bike, obviously, but saying that, I did manage to get down to my local meet point where they were riding out, and I got to meet some of you guys, which was pretty cool. Got to see some cool bikes, and yeah, it was just an absolute blast. I did actually get a few clips of that, and again, it'd be a shame to not share them with you. So this is the Gentleman's Ride 2018. But anyway guys, I hope this video has cleared a lot of things up for you. I'm going to be getting back to the builds very soon, but as soon as we've got the CB running, we'll be making videos again with that. We still want to do moto vlogs, we still want to do ride outs, we still want to do meetups. There's so much I would like to do with this channel, with this community that we have created. Any questions, let me know down below. So guys, a like would be appreciated, a subscribe would be even more so, and as always, I shall see you in the next video. Peace.